A sense of crisis may be knocking on the door of one of the most iconic franchises in NBA history. The Los Angeles Lakers, a team long known for blockbuster moves and headline-grabbing trades, now find themselves trapped in a moment of uncertainty and growing pressure behind the scenes. Just over a year ago, the Lakers shocked the basketball world by pulling off a historic trade involving Luka Dončić, a true superstar who wasn't even considered available at the time. The move stunned fans, analysts, and executives across the league, but the landscape has changed dramatically. In the 2025-26 season, the Lakers are struggling to complete any meaningful deal at all. According to Broderick Turner of the LA Times, frustration has become a recurring theme in the Lakers front office. The franchise has floated multiple trade packages involving Gabe, Vincent, and Dalton Knecht, only to be met with rejection after rejection across the league. Vincent still carries some appeal thanks to his three-point shooting and his $11.5 million expiring contract, a type of deal that often draws interest around the NBA. Dalton Knecht, however, has seen his stock fall sharply after once being viewed as a promising asset. The wing has steadily lost his role within the rotation. After a trade involving Mark Williams of the Charlotte Hornets collapsed, his situation worsened. The arrivals of Jake LaRavia and Marcus Smart pushed him further down the depth chart, and head coach J.J. Redick ultimately left him on the bench for 4 straight games by decision. With no role, no rhythm, and limited opportunity, Knecht quickly became one of the Lakers' primary trade chips. But the market simply didn't respond. Averaging just 4.6 points per game and shooting a concerning 31.9% from 3 this season, his value has plummeted, especially troubling given that perimeter shooting was supposed to be his biggest strength. Around the league, the message is becoming clear. If the Lakers want to make any trade even remotely appealing, they'll need to include more significant pieces. That's where Rui Hachimura enters the conversation. Despite his own decline in value, the Japanese forward is viewed as a potential key to unlocking a deal. Hachimura is on an $18.3 million expiring contract and has recently shifted into a reserve role, factors that raise questions among rival executives. Still, he remains an efficient shooter from deep. Although his three-point percentage has dipped from an impressive 44.5% to 39.6% since moving to the bench, he's widely considered more attractive than role players like Maxi Kleber or Vincent. As the Lakers continue searching for answers, one massive possibility looms on the horizon, a move that could completely reshape the league: Giannis Antetokounmpo. According to respected NBA insider Mark Stein, the Lakers could emerge as a potential contender in a blockbuster trade for the Greek superstar, who may be nearing the end of his tenure with the Milwaukee Bucks. Rumors suggest Giannis himself has identified Los Angeles as a preferred destination. Turning that dream into reality, however, would require a seismic shift. The Lakers would need to sacrifice multiple rotation players and assemble an extremely aggressive trade package, all while facing stiff competition from franchises with far superior assets. At this stage, league insiders still view the Lakers as a distant option in the Giannis sweepstakes. If no deal materializes before the trade deadline, Los Angeles may pivot toward a completely different strategy, creating massive cap space and targeting the 2026 free agency class. Projections show the Lakers with just $108 million committed in salaries for the 2026-27 season, while the league's salary cap is expected to approach $166 million. That gap could allow for a dramatic reset and the pursuit of new stars. Once seen as a franchise always one step ahead of the market, the Lakers are now operating under pressure, skepticism, and urgency. The need to prove they can still dictate the NBA's landscape has never felt stronger. One question now hangs over Los Angeles: heavy, unavoidable, and ominous. Will the Lakers pull off another historic move, or are they quietly drifting toward an unwanted rebuild? The clock is ticking, the market is unforgiving, and the future of the NBA's most famous franchise may be closer to a massive transformation than anyone expected.